right, I'm gonna show how to install the throttle on an e-bike if it wasn't already on there. You gotta make sure, first thing is that you have the plug. It's gonna be a yellow plug. Often it's tucked away with a cap on there. Just wanna make sure you have that. And if you have that, then you can install a throttle. So what's hard about installing the throttle is that the grip needs to come off. And that's really easy. If you have some compressed air, you can pop that grip right off. But I'm gonna show a way to take it off that doesn't use the compressed air. So you need to take that cap off, and this works the same as if it's this vinyl one or the rubber one. And then I'm gonna work in, I have a screwdriver here, but I'm carefully gonna work that in, and then I have a spray bottle, and I'm spraying some water in there. And as soon as I get that water in there, it makes it a lot easier to put the screwdriver down there. And then I work that around. And now that will come right off. So set that to the side until you're ready to put it on. And it's a 4mm Allen wrench or hex head to undo the brake. And then this one is a 2.5mm. And when you're adjusting the display buttons, you need to be really careful that you don't over tighten these at all. But I'm gonna loosen those just a little bit so that it can move around. And then I'll take my throttle and slide that on, slide my brake back on, and slide on my grip. The grip's not gonna, it's gonna slip around until that's all dried off. So I usually let it dry a little better than that. But I just want to put it on so I can tell about where I'm gonna tighten everything back up. So then I would tighten my lever back up. I want to make sure that it matches the other lever. Slide that. And then the throttle is a 3mm Allen wrench. And you want to make sure that the throttle, that when it's engaged, that when it bottoms out, it doesn't collide with the brake or with your buttons. So if you put the buttons too close, it will collide on there. So you want that in a spot that's comfortable for you, and that tightens up with the 3mm. There we go. And then again, check and make sure that it fits. And then this is really important. When you tighten these buttons back up, you want to be really careful that you don't over tighten because this back plastic bracket that's holding it in place, if you tighten these too tight, that can crack if you over tighten it. So we want to tighten it just enough so that it's not moving around. All right, check my throttle, make sure it moves. And then all we need to do is tuck away this cable. So there's a little zip ties or string, or however you're going to wrap that up. You may have had a bunch of zip ties that came with your throttle, and I'm going to feed that through down here. And when you plug it in, you got to make sure there's a little tooth right here, and there's a tooth right there that it lines up to, because those small little pins can get bent. So I just want to make sure that lines up perfect before I push those in. And then install those zip ties, and it's good to go. Probably test it before we install the zip ties. Make sure that it's working. I don't have a battery on here, but that's it.